Okay, I think we're live. This is a quick stream just to give you an idea of what's changed since our stream yesterday in relation to Declan's build of the AFL Stadium. And before I actually get into that, I want to make an apology to Declan. That I had made a backup of his server, of his world, before we started work yesterday, and then I accidentally wrote over that backup this evening to back up the latest state of the server, which means I lost the state of the last backup. We can't go back to that. We could go back to the state before that, which could mean a little bit of a loss of work for Declan, or just carry on. And I think that it's actually safe to carry on, Declan. I know I lost the backup yesterday, but I don't think you've actually lost anything at all, to be honest. Okay, so we've just taken off from the airport tower there, and today I spent a bit of time filling in the land areas here, just at this end of the airport, and extending this road toward the build site for the AFL Stadium. And the AFL Stadium is exactly as we left it yesterday. I've done no work on the stadium today. So the building that we did with the seating on this side and that side, and that was already done. All of that was Declan's work there. This is what Anton and I did yesterday. That all remains. One thing that we did do was we extended this platform here, the stone platform. We made it wider so that it was square, but almost as wide as the stadium itself. Now, it's not actually completely the same all the way around, and in fact it's a little bit short in one area, but we stopped because we didn't know if that was actually part of the design. We wondered if Declan might have wanted to have a smaller footprint for this and have the seating overhang the platform anyway, like over here for instance. So we decided to stop work on that. And that's when I started to work on the land around the airport. Oh, and here we see some legs on a build I started this morning. I thought it might be a bit fun to make an ATST from Star Wars, just sitting on the beach here, just, you know, something that you see as you pass by to the stadium. But the model that I was copying was a bit hard to understand, and so I only got this far with it at this stage. I need to go back into that and have a look at it. So maybe on the next build or the next stream I'll show you the finished ATST here. Hopefully that will be the case, but right now that's as far as I got to with it. I think it looks pretty cool there, and yeah, otherwise everything's a-okay, except for I never noticed this damage here. I've never noticed that. How did that happen? That's really weird. It might be creeper damage, I suppose. I don't know. What am I doing? So yeah, we'll just replace all that. I have no idea how that happened.
Wait, I can fly? Well, I can, look at me!
In the background you might be able to hear Anton. He's playing Minecraft with his friend Kaha on Atanos. Kaha's made a a server in there playing. I don't know what this game is, but it's a bit of it must be a challenge game because they're both in survival mode, I think, and they're trying to develop their characters, and they're talking to each other on. Are you on Discord, Anton, or are you on Google Meet? They're on Google Meet because it's just the two of them. They're good friends, Anton and Kaha. I don't think they're in the same class at school, but they go to the same school. And they obviously both have a strong interest in Minecraft. So, you know, can't argue with that. The only thing that might be worrying about a child with a strong influence in something like Minecraft would be when they're neglecting everything else, such as their chores, cleaning their room, putting away their dishes after dinner, and so on, making sure they have their shower and brush their teeth, and you know, all those things that children should be doing. When they start to not do that, you've got to have some concern. Also maybe tidying up, helping with dishes and things like that. But as long as they're behaving correctly, I think it's okay to indulge them a little bit. But you have to make sure that they are being productive to some degree and not just like spending all their time like a sloth, like an unemployed single person who does nothing but play games. You know, right now at this stage, playing games is, in my opinion, educational, because young people, they learn from the games, they learn about certain ideas, technical ideas, as well as ideas in cooperation with other people. Like as he's now talking to Kaha on the Google Meet, they're working together in a way. And these sorts of skills, I think it's important to learn them fairly early, because as you go out into the world, it's good to have experience with that before you have to find out about it in the workplace. In the workplace, I think it is the worst place to learn something new. Really, I don't want to go into that right now, but I really think it is. It's the worst place to go and not understand what's happening at all, and or how you can connect with it and communicate with it. If you have some experience with it in a collaborative type of environment, like what Minecraft is, from one point of view, and other people would say it's not that, it's just completely delinquent. I disagree. I've had a very strong technical background myself, and I can understand the science of it. Oh, actually no, that's probably an incorrect statement. The technicality of it. And I know that built into it, with the chat system, messaging, and the gameplay itself, it is all very collaborative, and at the same time individualistic. But that is just the trademark of great code, in my opinion, that it can be as flexible as that. But anyway, here's the legs of the AT-AT again. I really want to get this finished, because I believe, and I didn't check for sure, but I think this model, once you've got it built, you can actually hop inside it. It's a bit like the what do you call? The TIE fighters. Oh, I'm not an op. Okay. It's a bit like the TIE fighters up in the Star Destroyer. You can hop inside those. And I think you can hop inside this too. But I won't know until it's finished. And when it's finished, I'll bring you another video. There we are. Thank you for joining me this evening for a very short stream on Anton's World of Videos. I'm sure Anton thanks you as well, but he's too busy I don't know what he's doing actually. He's on Atanos. It's a good server. It's quite a good server. Why don't look at it yourself? Have a look at Atanos and build yourself a server. Yeah, I think it's really cool. Okay, well, from New Zealand, good night. See you later.